Hello and welcome to the Wimborne Holt 2019-20 end of season presentation. We as a committee decided on a virtual presentation rather than the planned ceremony that was going to be held at Holt due to the pandemic. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank those frontline workers, the NHS, the carers, haulage drivers, emergency plumbers, electricians, shop workers, and Prosecco deliveries drivers to Louise's house that's kept us going through the hard times. Right, for those that are new to the club, just a little bit of history. We've been going since 2014, when myself, Rich Hawkins, Mickey Clayton and Richard's wife Sharon met at Richard's. At that point we agreed on some principles for the club. In that we would not allow the club to be a dictatorship, try and retain a sense of clarity, and most of all, stay fun. And to coin a phrase, when the fun stops, stop. Fast forward 6 years, and if nothing else, we're all still involved and hopefully still enjoying it. During that time, we've grown from 3 clubs to 18, and a massive reason behind that is due to the work of Mickey Clayton. There's a saying in local grassroots football, well, you know Mickey Clayton. The trouble is that very few actually people do know him. And if they did, they would know him as one of the most genuine and honest people. He also has a phobia of the M25 slip road going into the M3. And if you know him that well, he'll possibly tell you the story behind that. Another reason is the organisational skills and enthusiasm of Louisa and Mike, who together has professionalised the club to a whole new level. Also last season we had Mel as fixture secretary, who managed the fixtures through what was probably the most difficult of seasons. Due to a new family commitment, we felt it unfair to ask her again this season, but Mel, thanks very much for your help. Most important among the committee for me has been my right-hand man, Daryl, who has been amazing. He's got an amazing ability to see through the smoke and glass, go straight to the point. And without him, we would not be where we are today. Okay, I'd like to hand you over to Mike, who, as well as being the manager of the very successful under-11s, is also the club secretary. Now, over to you, Mike.
Hello, I'm Mike, for the guys that don't know. Main things like Tony's just said, you know, big thanks to everyone that's helped out. You know, Daryl, Louisa, Tony, Mel, have helped out a hell of a lot in my first season of doing this. Been a big learning phase for us all with regards to it, but we're very much on top of it now. Main things for myself, just coming across, you know, with things that we kind of need from you guys. So this is parents, players, and managers as well. Is basically, you know, a lot of you have got all the parents' details over to me already, which has been really helpful. But the date of births of the parents, you know, addresses, email addresses, and the names is something that's new from the FA, the whole game system this year. So it's made it a bit more of a workload. All the guys that have got sign-on forms and other bits over already has been great. Also, the photos with plain backgrounds. So if you haven't done those over to your managers, please get them done ASAP, please. It'll just help with the 200 odd people that we need to put through. That is pretty much it. The only other thing, actually, sorry, was the ID side of things. If we've got new players signing, we do need to be given ID as well. Sorry, I can just see a random foot in Louisa's screen. Yeah, it's ID for new players, so I need a copy of passports or birth certificates. Otherwise, you can have managers chasing you up again. So if you can just make sure all that stuff's coming across. But thanks for all the guys that are on the screen now and Mel's help during the season. And I'll pass you over to Louisa just to run through a few things. Good.
Thanks very much, Mike. And as I say, those who don't know Louisa, she does an amazing job as club treasurer, and as bearing in mind we're coming up to 200 players next season, there's an awful lot of work keeping control of that, and as well as that, the role of child welfare officer, which without we would not be able to function as a club. Equally, she does it extremely well, and if anyone of the parents does not have her details, please speak to your manager and ensure that he does, and he in turn pass that out to absolutely everybody. Hopefully we never have any problems, but everyone needs to know who they can contact if they need to. Louisa?
Okay, well, I'm Louisa and I'm the welfare officer and treasurer. So to start with, I'll start with welfare. Basically, I will put all my details on the Facebook page as well. So if anyone needs to contact me, I'll put my phone number and my email address. If not, just ask your managers if you need anything, and they'll be able to give you my details. Really, just to say that we try and run a safe and happy club for the boys. We've set up the youth council this year so that they can have a say in how the club's run, and that went really well. Obviously, we've only been able to have one meeting due to the coronavirus. So hopefully, as soon as we're all back up and running, we can have another youth council and we'll listen to what the boys want and how they want the club to be run. On Treasury, I just want to say thank you to all the managers, because I have been quite naggy this season. I keep on emailing them asking for parents to make sure that they pay. So thank you to the managers, and thank you to all the parents that have paid. Anyone that still owes, please can you settle your account, so to speak, so that the club can run efficiently. Next season going forward, really we want every payment to have your son's surname and an age group reference, so that we can marry up the payments to the players. But thanks to everyone who does pay up on time, because it helps the club run and helps us get the equipment for the boys to be able to play. So thanks very much. That's it.
Thanks, Louisa. Well done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is Daryl's going to actually go through a little bit about the season just gone past, and a bit on the new pitches, etc. So there you go, Daryl.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, everyone. So yeah, season 1920. What a crazy season it's been. Firstly, with the wet weather causing the havoc we had throughout the winter, we had to move a lot of games. It took a lot of juggling by Mel, by the committee, and by all the managers just to get games on. And then also the lockdown came due to coronavirus, which brought the season to an early end. And as Tony's already said, you know, obviously we wish anybody that's been affected by corona all the best. But even though it's been a disjointed season, it's been a very successful one. Off the pitch, we formed a new committee in me, Tony, Mike, Louisa, Mickey Clayton and Scott Bradford from Holt United. We created a social media presence. We got a new website. We obviously got the Facebook page where we're on at this moment. And as Louisa said, we created the wonderful Youth Council, who are still pushing me to organise a trip to Barcelona, which you never know, that probably will happen one day. And then thanks to Mike, but also recognition for all the coaches, again, we achieved our charter standard again, which shows the level of excellence that we're reaching. As Tony said, we got 18 teams next season, but we started this season with 14 and 170 boys, which is our highest ever. From the under-7s to the under-15s, we competed in every league and every cup fantastically well. We've become really well known for our brand of football, but yes, let's be honest, we've also become well known for our success. The under-10 Colts in their first season of being eligible for the County Cup made the semi-final. But the under-11s, the under-13 youth and the under-15s went one stage further and all made the final. Not only did they make the Dorset final, those same 3 teams made the BYFL finals. So 3 teams making 6 finals, which is just incredible. At the time of the season ending, the under-13 Colts were in a title race. The under-13 Uniteds were looking very close to becoming champions, and the under-15s were albeit champions. But obviously the season's come to an end, which we all understand. As a club, we also enter other tournaments, and our under-10 youth side entered the futsal tournament in Dorset, which they won. And they then went on to be crowned the South West Regional Champions, which is absolutely fantastic. And our under-11s, playing up an age group, also won the Dorset County futsal tournament, which was absolutely brilliant. So all in all, it's been a trying year at times, but as a club, we've made strides on and off the pitch. And as Tony said, I've been posting pictures recently of some of the work that's going on at Holt, which is our primary home ground. It is absolutely going to be the best grassroots facilities in the whole of Dorset. And I look forward to welcoming you all there when the new season starts. So as Tony said, we've got a number of trophies and awards to announce today. The first one is the top goal scorers for each of the 5 teams that play in the competitive and recorded age groups. So that's our under-12 teams through to our under-15s. We'll step through. Louisa will do the under-12s. Mike will do the under-13 Colts and under-13 United. Tony would do the under-13 youth and the under-15s. And then I will announce the Josh Willis trophy, which goes to the overall club top scorer. So Louisa, could you please tell us who won the under-12 top scorer?
Okay, so the under-12 top goal scorer was Isaac Taylor. Well done, Isaac.
Mike, if you could do the under-13 Colts and then the under-13 United.
Yeah, so the under-13 Colts was Cody May. So well done, Cody. And the under-13s United was Liam Black. So well done, Liam. Congratulations to you two for getting top goal scorers for your respective teams. Over to you, Tony. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. The under-13s youth was Sam Bennett, and the under-15s was Bo Bennett as well.
Well done to each of those 5. And out of those 5, the top goal scorer, who this year will win the Joshua Willis Trophy for our top goal scorer, goes to Liam Black from our under-13 United team, who scored a remarkable 37 goals last season. Well done to Liam, and well done to all the top goal scorers of each of those teams. Our second trophy is a brand new one, and it's one that myself and Tony decide for the Wimborne and Holt Manager of the Year. So I'll hand over to Tony, who would like to announce that one.
Hey, right, the Manager of the Year, it's not necessarily based on who's won the most trophies or anything like that. It's based on the overall commitment to the club. And what we've done is, together with Rich Hawkins' help, we've gone back right since the early days, and we're going to be awarded retrospectively to the that we feel as a committee have earned it over the last 6 years. But this year is going to someone that I think his philosophy is spot on. He kind of came into the club and felt the vibes. He kind of got it straight away. And that is our under-13s Colts, and that's Matt. So well done, Matt.
Well done, Mr. White. Okay, so we're now going to move on to our 4 main awards. Bear with us. We've got to go through 14 teams, but we're going to do it by each category. And the first category is the Best Development Award. And Mike will read out the winner for each team as picked by that team manager.
Right. Yeah, so like Dal just said, it's the Best Development Award. There are a couple of managers that wanted it to be clubman. So I will just state that when it gets to there. All right. So we're going to start off with the under-7s youth, which is being picked by Mickey, which was Bear Wolfenden. So well done, Bear. And then going into the under-8s Colts, picked by Jamie, we got so Henry Wales for that one. So well done, Henry. Seeing you firsthand sometimes this season, so well done. Under-8s youth picked by Mickey again, which would be so it's Freddie Layton. So well done, Freddie. Again, seeing you play, little talent, very good little player. So then we go over to the under-9 Colts, which this is one of the Clubman Awards, which the manager is Richard Hawkins, who also came into that team partway through the beginning of the season. So well done, Richard, for taking over that team. So Will Hartley is won the Clubman Award for the under-9 Colts. And then we move on to the under-9 youths, which was James Wilson's team. And then we've got Jack Salter has won that one. So well done, Jack. And then we've got the under-10s Colts run by Darryl. And we've got Finley Squires. So well done, Finn. Again, seen him play again this season. Very good. Come on a lot. And then we go over to the under-10s United, which is Nobby's team, which we've got Oakley Morton has won that one. So well done, Oakley. And then we go on to my own team, the under-11s youth, which this was a real tough one for me to choose, and this and the manager's one, just to put that in there. So we've got Croy Tiller has won that for me this year. He's come on a hell of a lot as a player and settled in really well to the team. So well done, Croy, for all the hard work you put in every week, mate. And then we've got the under-12s youth team run by Ian. This is a Clubman Award again, so that's for Bobby Redknapp, so well done, Bobby. And then going on to the under-13 Colts, we've got Tanaka, Mapandani. I hope I got that right for you, mate. That's so Ricky's team, so well done, Tanaka. And then we've got under-13s United, run by Matt, the manager of the season for us all. So that's Patrick McVeigh. So well done, Patrick. And then we're going on to Tony's under-13 youth team. And we've got Sam Bradford for that one. So well done, Sam. And then last but not least, we've got the under-15s youth, which is Lee's team. And we've got Emil Jacobson. So well done, Emil. That's well done for you all. So brilliant from everyone. You know, like I said, I have seen quite a few of these boys play when I've helped out taking under-7s and under-8s and watching some of you guys playing up at Holt and that as well. So well done. And I will pass you on to the next person.
Can I just stop you there, Mike? You missed out our under-10 youth there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Darryl, have you got who's got that? Because I wrote this down. I haven't got a picture at the minute.
The under-10 youth best development player of the year goes to Harry Clayton.
Oh, to Harry. Right. Sorry, Harry. Next time you see me, you can tell me off. But thank you, Louise. Brilliant. Anyway,
that's why Louise is our treasurer.
Yeah.
Okay, it's brilliant. Thanks, Mike. So Louisa will go on to the Supporters Players Award. And this is obviously one where we go out to all the parents, the supporters and the guardians who get a vote for the player in each team.
Okay, so Supporters Player of the Year. So the under-7 youth, I've got Tommy Ballingal. Under-8 Colts, Henry Price. Under-8 youth, Scott Green. Under-9 Colts, Josh Seeley-Bell. Under-9 youth, Noah Clinton. Under-10 Colts, Ben Habgood. Under-10 United, Nathan Ditchburn. Under-10 youth, I remembered this time, Theo Roberts. Under-11 youth, Ollie Bartlett. Under-12s, Owen Dytham. Under-13 Colts, Freddie Woolston. Under-13 United, Zach Clark. Under-13 youth, Harrison Marsh. And under-15, Bo Bennett. So well done, everyone.
Thank you, Louisa. So I'm going to do, I've lost it now, but there we go. I'm going to do the Players Player Award. So each player gets a chance to nominate their colleagues and their teammates. And we're starting with the under-7 youth. And this year goes to Luca Lask. For the under-8 Colts, it goes to Louis Grimes. The under-8 youth goes to Matthew Fee. The under-9 Colts goes to Riley Legg. The under-9 youth goes to the wonderful Zach Wilson. Under-10 Colts, my team, the players voted for Henry Williamson. In the under-10 United, it goes to Josh Smith. The under-10 youth, so Louise will be happy I haven't missed this one out, it goes to Ethan Dickinson. The under-11 youth this year goes to Archie Whitfield. Under-12 goes to Oliver Crawley. The under-13 Colts goes to Luke Owen. The under-13 United goes to Liam Black. The under-13 youth goes to a young man I've known since the day he's born, Woody Woods. And the under-15 goes to Bo Bennett. So absolutely fantastic, each and every one of you. It's a special award to get that one player's player. So we're moving on to Tony now, and Tony is going to announce the manager's player of the year.
Okay, right. First of all, the Sevens youth. The award goes to Arishi Wilson. The under-8 Colts, Koa Peacock. Under-8 youth goes to Zach Mosley. Under-9s Colts goes to Lenny Diet. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Under-9s youth goes to Stanley Morgan. Under-10s Colts, Noah Banwell. Under-10s United, Ethan Baxter. Under-10s youth, Carter Luigi. Under-11s youth, Fletcher Murray. Under-12s goes to Tommy Willis. Under-13 Colts, Ryan Fitzsimmons. Under-13s United goes to Colin Edmond. Under-13s youth, Harry Deverell. And under-15s, Ollie Marsh.
Thank you very much, Tony. So, in terms of our awards, that concludes the actual awards part of the ceremony. So, thank you very much for everybody, and extremely well done to every single player in the club. You all will receive a Wimborne Holt trophy, and we hope we can all get together at some point later this summer. But all the trophies will be given to the managers, and all the individual awards will be given to the managers. So my thanks to Louisa, Tony and Mike. And Tony, if you want to say any words to bring it to an end? Yeah,
it's okay. For me, I think everyone round this table has done it remarkably well. But of course, the club's nothing without the parents and players. And from all of us, we'd like to say thank you. We look forward to seeing you next season. And stay safe, stay well, and see you next year. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Stay safe, guys.